daily trade recap and trading lesson. We're going to be talking about going short on a couple of trades that we took here today. Well, the market is at lows, and let's go into the charts and let's just start the discussion. So, what we have here is both SPY and Qs, which is what I always trade each and every day. And what we wanted was to actually go long, despite the results by the end of the day with it, basically selling off. Regardless of that, we still wanted to go short, or sorry, long. And because we are at lows and we have remounted, especially on SPY, this support level on that gap up. So we were looking for a pullback to go long. And on Qs, it actually almost gave me my starting position, even though it's still very far away from that level. I did want it a little bit further down to start in. And the reason for that is right here. First level of support back down, right here. That was the gap fill on the way back down. So if it would have started there, that would have been fine. I would have executed that. And if it would have confirmed weakness, I'd probably either size down or just get out and then reset down here at this level, which is the level that we wanted to go long at. So we didn't get the long. So, but what we did get instead is the short. And oops. And the beautiful thing about day trading, especially with the strategy that I've been working now for the past decade, is you're always going to have an opportunity, both long and short. It doesn't matter. That's why I've said this 1,000 times on these videos. It literally does not matter what the market does. I don't care. I don't care if we're selling off. I don't care if we're squeezing up. I don't care if we're consolidating day in and day out, because I recognize I am a day trader. There are multiple opportunities, both long and short. So with that said, market opens up, it sells off and pops right back up into that level here on SPY and on Qs. And because we had such a really solid level of resistance on the way up, my risk on SPY was a little bit wider because we would have had to risk off of this pre-market range up here on once we got some data, it popped up. So that would be the risk there. And then the risk on Qs was much lower because that's what I would have risked off. Now, I would have given it a little more risk, but regardless, with it popping up into that level, executed, and that is Qs. Let's see if my 1 minute chart isn't all fucked up. There we go. Perfect. So market opens up, comes up into that level. These are puts. So obviously selling off, coming down. Execute that short on Qs, and then simply work it all the way up and locked in $3,498 on that trade. And then literally the exact same trade here on SPY. So SPY dips down, pops back up into that level, execute the short coming into that level, and then just simply patient, work the trade all the way down, good to go. Now, normally what you'll see, and something came up, and this is where the real lesson is of today's video. A member that has this consistent problem where he's always adding in without really looking at the daily chart. And we had a really long discussion about it. It was a great discussion. I think a lot of people, including himself, learned from it. And what a lot of traders don't realize is that daily chart needs to be your Bible. It's something I've said over the past 8 years making these videos, that that daily chart, you need to respect that daily chart. And if we are at lows, we don't want to go short. We want the long, especially on a day two continuation setup, which is what we had today. Now, that doesn't mean that there isn't an opportunity to go short. Don't get my words twisted. But what I'm saying is we're only looking for that first reaction into that level to go short. We want the long. We want to work a long position. And so if we would have had that long, we would have worked it multiple times. And adding into that position, starting in, paying yourself, adding on confirmation or a pullback into a support level, perfect. You can start working that position. But on the short, you only want that first entry. You're only looking for first reaction. Why? Again, and it bears repeating, because of the daily chart, because we've remounted this support level on SPY. And if I pull back, you can see that we've already sold off a fair bit. Doesn't like more than likely we will continue to sell off. Volume is really low right now. I've got a video coming out on Sunday that's going to explain this. It's worth a watch. It's not your typical market's going to crash type of bullshit that you usually see on YouTube. You'll see why I'm making that read on the market. But regardless, for right now, we are gapping up over that, or we did in the morning. So you want to go long. That's it. You can work that long over and over again. Don't work the short, right? Like we want to short highs and long lows, right? We don't necessarily want the short, but we were given a short, so of course we'll take it. But that's not what we want. We really want that long. There's more potential in the long. And again, it's really easy to take a look at the charts and be like, "Oh man, but you were wrong." That's like if you're saying that or you're thinking like that, man, oh man, you're real new to this game. It's not about being predictive. It is about the odds. Where are the odds stacked for you or against you? That's where you want to put your money in the market, guys. Okay. So on that note, if this is the second time that you are watching one of my videos, you owe me a subscribe on this channel. That's how it works. Ain't nothing in life free, guys. Don't be an asshole. You got to subscribe. I would appreciate it. I know I just called you an asshole, but you get it. And if this is only your first time watching, you get out of jail free card, and all you owe me is a like. So please like and subscribe. And if you have subscribed already, make sure to like this. I know that's long-winded, but sometimes it needs to be said. Thanks, guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Adios.